Good evening. Welcome to this Wednesday night live. Tonight, I have a special guest tonight from CloudPharmacy, and we're going to talk everything about Mounjaro. So, get your water ready, get your snacks ready, get your questions ready, because she will be joining me very, very soon. But before we get into that, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, hit that hype button, hit that thumbs up. It's completely free. So tonight, something different. We're going to talk about all things Mounjaro. Got questions to ask. You guys can ask some questions as well. Please feel free to do that at any point. I'll go back to them. But how are you all doing? How are you all doing? Are you keeping well? What you've been up to? How's things? Let me know in the comments. We've got a few people on already. Craig's on, Eugene's on. How are you doing, Eugene? Hope you're well. So tonight, I've got a lady coming on from CloudPharmacy, and we're going to discuss Mounjaro, okay? She's going to answer your questions, any questions. I've got a few that I want answered. And yeah, we're just going to dive right in as soon as she gets on. So if you don't know who CloudPharmacy is who I use for my Mounjaro. And they've kindly sent someone to come on tonight to ask some questions or to answer the questions. We'll do all the asking, they'll answer the questions. So I've got some decent questions here to ask tonight. Probably going to ask the one about the holiday one again. What is the recommendation from traveling as well? But she will be on very, very soon. So how are you all doing? Are you keeping well tonight? Pam's on. Hi, Pam. How are you doing? Good, Craig. Thank you very much, Craig. Yes, I have lost weight. I'm kind of in holiday mode, right? And I'm always like in the right mindset when it comes to doing Mounjaro and stuff. But because holiday's so close, you know what I mean? It's literally today is a week away, and I'll be flying. This time next week, I'll be in Mexico. So I fly out at like 10 o'clock in the morning. So tonight, this is important to me to do this tonight for you guys so you can get the questions that you want to hear. Everything you need to know about Mounjaro tonight. If you're following me for that journey, if you're following me for who I am, thank you very much for joining me tonight. Sue's on. Hi, Sue. Lorraine's on. Hello, Lorraine. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good tonight. I'm very, very good. Wee bit stressed out. Wee bit been busy tonight. Very, very busy. So yeah, all good. Got some packing to do for my Mexico holiday. And yeah, that's about it. 2 weeks in the sun, relaxing holiday. I won't be filming much, to be fair, but we'll do a couple of videos over there. I'm going to do some lives over there. I'm definitely going to keep up to date with the Mounjaro, 110%. I'm definitely going to keep up to date with that. John, how you doing, John? Hope you're well. Google Hub. So I am on the 5mg. So I'm taking the 5mg. I'm not changed it. I decided not to change until I come back my holiday. Okay. So that'll be my next one. So I've just ordered the 5mg and I'm not going to change. There's no point. I'm going on holiday and I'll probably start the 7.5 after I come back from Mexico. Loving the colours on the wall. Yeah, it's my wee light. It just adds to the effect of being a professional setup. But it's at the corner of my living room. Craig, hope you're well. Scotsman's in Turkey, yeah. I think he's home now, though. Yeah. Scotsman in Turkey. Scotsman's Kevin. Can I call him Scotsman in Tenerife anymore? Yeah, so I just got back from, some of you will already know, some of you might not know, that I was in Tenerife at the weekend. I travelled on the Friday night to the Sunday to Tenerife. And and there's a video coming out on Sunday that you might want to watch. It's a very, very good video. So it's a travel day with a twist. So yeah, that's going to come out on Sunday. And then the following Sunday will be probably Siam Park. I'll be in Mexico, so already be edited, ready to go. And then the following week after that, I don't know. I'll be home at that point, but I think realistically, I think I've got a baked potato one. I stay in Pennycook and follow your videos. Thank you very much, Google Hub. Wandering Windass is on. Good evening, Wandering Windass. Hope you're well, buddy. How's your holiday going? If you want to head over to Wandering Windass, go and give him a wee follow. Check out his videos. I think he's on a cruise just now. Inspiration, mate. Keep it up. Thank you very much, John. I try my hardest. As I say, have you watched my latest vlog? I put it up earlier, okay? Wee bit of a disaster. Mounjaro disaster. It was a disaster. I think it's because I went to Tenerife, to be fair. So I did eat a couple of things, a couple of Chineses, and obviously had beer. But listen, it was a last minute decision, and sometimes you just got to go with the flow. Do you know what I mean? I'm a content creator. I do things out of the blue. But just seeing. So the person joining us tonight is called Famida. Right, I want you to give her all a warm welcome when she comes on. Okay, she works for CloudPharmacy. She's a lead weight loss specialist. She's a pharmacist, lead weight loss. So she knows a lot about weight loss. She can answer your questions. She's kindly agreed to come on tonight to discuss everything Mounjaro. Everything, all your questions. I've got questions. You guys all have questions. And yeah, hopefully it will help you decide to start your journey or to continue the journey. I still haven't done that. I said in your last video, you don't live for Mounjaro. You used Mounjaro. Yeah, I saw that. I'm not replying back to any messages yet because I was setting up for the live. But yeah, Mounjaro. I mean, I'm doing it for me. You know what I mean? I'm doing it to live longer and to enjoy life. No problem, Wonder Windass. Hope you're well, buddy. Hope you're well. Thank you, Sue. Am I sponsored by them? Nope. No contract for sponsorship. I was actually just noticing something there. You know what? I was actually thinking about something and I just went dead in my head. So how yous all doing? Hope yous are well. So 35 on just now, guys. Hit that thumbs up. There's a new button down there called the hype button. I'm not sure if it's available, but go and hit that hype button. It's much appreciated. So she'll be on very, very soon. So what you want to talk about for now? So let me know how many people are on for Mounjaro. How many people are in the chat right now on their Mounjaro journey, and how many people are just here for the banter? Because everyone's welcome. Might be interesting for you guys to listen. I do have to do a live in Edinburgh at some point again. Yes, I definitely need to do a live in Edinburgh. I don't think I might do one before I go away to Mexico next week. So I might what's this? Did that no charge? Sorry, my charger's not in. Give me 2 seconds. For some reason it's not charging. This is all I need for tonight, Technical issues. we have some technical issues tonight. Okay, so why is that not charging? Why is it saying the battery's dead? There you go. Right. Technical issues already. Only just started. Probably better getting the technical issues out of the way. Webby's on. Is Webby on? Go and give some love to Webby. Just had my 6th jab and I'm £1 short of 2 stone. Congratulations. That's amazing. That's amazing. On Mounjaro week 3. Well done. Is it going well, Sue? Is it going really, really well? Hi Webby. Everybody's saying hi Webby. Jennifer's on. Hi Jennifer. Week 9 on 2.5. Are you changing to 5? Are you comfortable on 2.5? What does the height button do? See, that's a good question. What does the height button do? So YouTube brought this feature out. I don't know. It gives you points. I don't know if it helps you. You know what I mean, if you can spend the points in the future, I don't know, but you get points for. Oh, I've lost the light. Lovely. I've lost the light. Awesome. Well, hopefully I didn't go dark. I might have to bring my other light out. What can I do here? Oh, technical issues already. Technical issues. Yeah, it's basically. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Give me 2 seconds. It's basically you get points for something. So anybody who's just joined, we are going to be. That's not the right cable. We are going to be joined with someone from CloudPharmacy, and they're going to answer all your questions. They are a weight loss specialist, and if you've got questions, I'll ask them, and she'll answer them as best she can. Okay, so lovely. I plugged my light in now, so it's charging at the same time. So, done that one. Does it make a difference being on the higher dose? I don't know. That's a question to ask later, I think. I think it's all about stronger, isn't it? Resist, like once in a while, your immune system's gonna get used to something. Murder in the dark. Don't say that, Craig. Back in a mo. Checking football scores. Alan Fraser's on. Good evening, Alan. I believe you're in Tenerife. Fantastic, buddy. I'm in the players' lounge watching the Liverpool Atletico Madrid. It still taps off weather. Taps off. Fantastic, Alan. You should be enjoying your holiday, Alan, but thank you for joining me tonight. You probably won't even hear me, to be fair. Oh, there's another light. That light does not stay on for a very long time. Oh, well. Right, I'm going to have to go and get my other light. Give me a second. I do apologise. I had to get my light. Let me just change this. Okay. Well, I didn't want red. Definitely no red. Oh, that'll do. That'll do. Right, we're ready to go. We're ready to go. Give me a second. I've got everything. Good evening.
Hello, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you perfect. Thank you for joining me tonight.
Anytime.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for having me. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good. For people who don't know who you are, can you introduce yourself?
So, my name is Famida. I work for CloudPharmacy. I'm the lead weight loss prescriber there. I've been there for 5 years, and that's pretty much it about myself. So
Do you,
yeah, I represent CloudPharmacy.
good. Do you love it? Do you like working there?
Love it. Yeah, as much as anybody loves the job, but yeah, it's great. It's really good there.
Good, good. And you're quite a wee bit of an expert regarding Mounjaro.
Yeah, apparently so.
Apparently
Apparently
so.
so.
We've got
You can
lots of questions.
you can test me while I'm on here, so
Oh, test you, right. So
you'll be
people are
tested.
going to answer some, people are going to send some questions in. I'm going to ask you some questions just now,
Okay.
which I think I'm going to ask my one first, and it's regarding my holiday one, right?
Mhm.
How do you recommend someone with Mounjaro going abroad?
So it depends. How long are they going abroad for?
2 weeks.
2 weeks, fine. So pens are fine once they're out the fridge for 30 days.
Right.
You can take it abroad with you as long as it stays under 30 degrees. So if you can keep it in a cool bag, I would highly recommend that. Or even just keep it in a cool, dry area. And you
Okay.
can take it on holiday with you. We provide a GP letter on our dashboard that says, I'm on Mounjaro. You can take it along with you for wherever you're going if it's needed, because that's also on there.
Yeah.
Places don't really always ask for it, but obviously just in case,
Yeah.
for insurance purposes and that kind of thing, you might want to take that with you. But my recommendation is taking it along with you, keep it in a cool, dry place. No harm really. However, on the other side, if you do want to enjoy your holiday and say for a week you don't want to take your medicines, that's also not an issue.
Okay. Okay. Do you recommend disclosing it to your insurance company that you do take Mounjaro?
I would recommend disclosing it, yeah.
Okay.
Obviously, you never know when you're gonna have a side effect. Obviously, it's very rare. However,
Yeah.
something can happen to you on holiday. You might be eating something different to normal,
Yeah.
and you could react in a certain way. So it's always good to disclose it.
What are the main side effects that you see people having when starting Mounjaro or during Mounjaro?
To be honest, the side effects tend to be when you first start.
Mhm.
Once your body gets used to it, you don't actually tend to have that many. Um, First initial ones, we always tell people, you can get headaches because you can be dehydrated, which is why we always recommend drinking plenty of water.
Yeah.
You can feel nauseous, you can have constipation, or on the other hand, diarrhea, and sometimes a bit of tiredness as well. But those are the main side effects that people feel.
Yeah. I've got to admit, for the past couple of weeks, I've had a lot of burping. Is that
Okay.
common? I don't know why is it continuing? Why is it not stop? Am I not drinking enough water? Do I need to drink more water? Like, why am I
Then,
getting constant burping?
what is your diet like at the moment?
Well, because I'm kind of, I said in a video tonight, I'm a wee bit of holiday mode. I'm kind of
Mhm.
like trying to get rid of the food in the house. So my diet is probably not as good as what it was last week.
Okay.
So I'm eating better, but
Mhm.
I'm eating normal food. You know, what I mean, I'm eating less, but I'm not eating like the healthier stuff than I could be.
Okay. So that's probably why. So
Right.
the side effects tend to come from, so say if you're having foods that are high in fat or high in oil, they
Yeah.
tend to cause more side effects and they give you more nausea. They give you more of those kind of egg burps that people feel. And
Yeah.
it's just because your body actually digests protein-rich foods better
Hmm.
than what it does foods that are oily and processed. So that tends to be one of the main reasons that people feel those side effects because they're probably having a lot of processed food, or just even like a pizza. It's
Yeah.
not always the best for you, and your body can't digest it as well as it would something that's high
Yeah.
in protein.
So Chinese is a no-go then.
No. I mean, obviously treat yourself, have a Chinese when you want to, but you probably will experience more side effects if you have had
Yeah.
a Chinese as opposed to like, some like fruits and vegetables and even just like even air fryer chicken. Air fryer chicken's great.
Yeah, chicken. Yeah, I do eat a lot of chicken. I do love my food. I loved it before I started Mounjaro, and I obviously cut out a lot when I started Mounjaro. When I started seeing the difference
True.
in my body and the way I was feeling every single day, it changed my life just for the couple of months that I was on it.
Yeah.
But I think because I'm coming, people going on holiday. I've said this earlier. Like you do still need to enjoy yourself, but you still need
Yeah.
to remember you're still on a weight loss. You're still on a weight loss journey. Everybody who's on this weight loss journey will understand that. But me going on holiday, I can't get it out of my head that, like, you know what I mean? I'll eat better, and Manjaro will stop me eating a lot of food anyway. But I don't want to just concentrate that being in my head every second. I want to enjoy my holiday. So when
Yeah.
I get back, I'll reset when I get back. You know what I mean? Like
It's the same
reset.
when you're on a diet. You
Yeah,
have a cheat day.
yeah,
There's nothing wrong with having a cheat day. You have to be able to treat yourself.
yeah,
Um, you know, it's life.
yeah. Is Manjaro your most popular weight loss drug?
It is, yes.
Right.
Obviously, there's Mounjaro, there's Wegovy, there's Saxenda, there's Orlistat, there's quite a few, but most people do tend to prefer to be on Mounjaro. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it you're on yourself?
Manjaro.
Mounjaro.
Manjaro. I don't think I could ever go over to Wegovy.
Yeah.
You know, what I mean, is a lot of people transferred over since the price increase?
Like it's not for everyone.
Right.
But that's it tends to be preference and how people feel their body reacts to it. You need
Okay.
to allow your body to adjust to it if you are moving over to it. Now, obviously, with the price increase, we all know,
Mm.
with the Eli Lilly news that hit,
Yeah.
it's obviously hit people quite hard, and it's upsetting for us as well because we've seen a lot of people on their journeys, and they've got on so well with Manjaro, and now they're like, oh, can't afford it anymore, need to move over to Wegovy. Key differences with the Mounjaro and the Wegovy is that obviously the Mounjaro has the two receptors, and then the Wegovy only has the one. It targets the one. So it's like the GLP-1, which is what all of them target. However, with Mounjaro, it targets the GIP receptor as well.
Yeah.
It just with the combined efficiency of it, it does essentially feel like Mounjaro does work better. But
Right.
Wegovy
Okay.
also does have great effects, and it also just works in the same way. It's maybe not as fast as Mounjaro, but it does have, same similar results.
Yeah.
You just have to kind of wait it out a bit longer. So you just really need to give your body time to adjust. Yeah. So a lot of people have been moving over. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, Something I've never thought about, obviously, because I can't get it around my head to change over when something's
Mhm.
working. Because I feel
Yeah.
like if I change over, and I mean, it obviously comes a financial issue as well for people. Some people might not be able to um, afford it. Let's say. Um,
Yeah.
I've lost my screen for a second. Give me 2 seconds.
No.
Oh God, I lost something. On technical issues already. I can't get off this. Oh, you're joking me. Um, could you still see me? Okay.
I can, yeah. I can see you fine, yeah.
Right. Okay. I'm going to keep talking. Something's came up on my screen that I can't get rid of. I have to actually watch the video to get rid of it. Give me 2 seconds. I'll just see if I can get this off. Well, a question I was going to ask you is, are there any long-term risks we should be aware of with Manjaro?
So at the moment, so obviously there's been a lot of clinical trials around Mounjaro,
Yeah.
and they have seen certain things in when they have studied this drug on kind of like animals and rats and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
They've never actually seen any long-term side effects on a person yet.
Right.
Um, so they obviously warn you of things like, pancreatitis and gallstones. Pancreatitis tends to come from when you lose weight really fast.
Uh,
It can affect the pancreatic hormones in your body, and then you can end up having pancreatitis. Um, but the kind of long-term side effects, there's not necessarily anything that has been shown in humans yet.
Right. Okay.
So it's bit of a grey area with that one at the moment. Yeah.
um, so this question is: how do you decide what dosage to start someone on, and how do you adjust it?
So we always start someone on the lowest dose.
Right.
And that means you allow your body to get used to the drug, first of all.
Yeah.
And also you kind of allow your time to adjust to any side effects that you're having too. Now, the way we like to decide what dose someone is on is this: you basically pick the lowest, most effective dose for yourself. Now, if
Hmm.
you're on the 2.5 and the 2.5 is working for you, stay on the 2.5 for as long as you can. And if then you feel like, okay, my appetite suppression is not great, my weight's coming back on, cool, I can move you up to the 5. So that's
Yeah.
kind of the way we like to do it. It's the lowest effective dose is the way we do it.
Yeah, I've mentioned that as well. I'm on the 5 mg, and obviously I'm going away on holiday. I don't want to go up to the 7.5
Yeah.
until I'm back. I probably will go up to the 7.5, but I'll probably stay there. Now, every single week I was losing weight. I was losing weight apart from this week.
Hmm.
Probably because I went to Tenerife and I had some
For
beers,
sure.
and I obviously had the Chinese,
Yeah.
which is my own, which I've tested the waters. I've pushed it too far, and that's fine. You know what I mean? I'll reset, I'll get back on it, and
Absolutely.
it's a learning curve.
Yeah.
So for me, my partner's on 7.5. I'll probably go up to 7.5, but I don't think I'll go higher than that. Now, I'm saying that now, but come like a couple of months, I'm on 7.5. I might want to go up, depending
Mhm.
how much weight do I want to come off every single week. Now, I'm happy. Here's a question. What would you consider as the recommended weight loss for each week? Now, everyone's different, but what would
Yeah.
you say is a healthy weight loss for someone on Mounjaro?
Honestly, there's no recommended kind of healthy weight, and there's no recommended amount that you need to be losing. Some people will start 2.5 and lose a stone within a month.
Yeah,
Some people will start 2.5 and lose 1 kg in a month. Honestly, it really varies person to person. That also comes down to, so when you're in the higher BMI ranges, you've got a lot of fluid that's kind of stuck in your body, and what the
yeah,
Manjaro does at the start, it actually gets rid of all the fluid in your body that's causing the weight gain. So you feel like you've lost weight a lot faster,
yeah,
but actually it's just all the fluid that's left your body. And then it starts to actually work on everything else. So there's no recommended amount that you should be losing. It's
yeah.
just what you feel is healthy for you, and what you feel is right for you. Obviously, you don't want anything drastic. Uh,
No,
no, you don't want anything drastic, and it can vary week to week as well. So
I
what's a
think for I think for myself personally, 1 or 2 pound a week is
yeah,
sustainable. For
yeah,
me, I mean, it's better when it's two, but if it's one, it's okay. You know, you've not gained.
of course, yeah.
And but I think if I've heard that some people message me saying they've lost another 5 pound this week, maybe
Mhm.
8 pound, and they must be dieting hard. That either they're stopping eating, and I didn't recommend that whatsoever.
Yeah,
I always say like you have to eat your dinner, you have to eat your.
absolutely, yeah.
It's all about eating better, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, you have to eat better. You need to get a balanced diet. You need to make sure you're getting the nutrition in. You need to make sure you're moving regularly. It's all about
Yeah,
building healthy habits and then sustaining them. Otherwise, when you come off the Manjaro, if you've not changed any of those habits, that's when the weight tends to pile back on.
yeah. Yeah,
So,
obviously I've done a lot of walking. I mean,
mhm,
my ability to walk more is so much better. And obviously I've lost what just on 2.5, just probably under that now if I count this week's weight gain. But for me,
that's amazing.
I'm
Well
not.
done.
I know. It's.
Yeah,
I was 20, just over 22 stone, and I'm now 19, 13 something.
you should
So
be very proud of yourself.
I'm
That's
proud
amazing.
because
Yeah, that's amazing.
on any other diet that I've done naturally, I don't stick to it, and
Mhm,
there's many reasons. And when I started this, I was a wee bit worried that it's not going to work, or what I mean. And then it just started working. I could feel me resisting food. You know what I mean? I
mhm,
didn't have the craving in my brain as
mhm.
much, and it was actually working. I couldn't
Yeah,
believe it, and it is working. And yes, it does motivate you to go out for walking and stuff like
yeah.
that, and do other things. But I wasn't sleeping as much anymore. So for
You just
me,
have
it's
a lot more
amazing.
energy as well. When you
Yeah,
feel confident in yourself, you always just have a bit more energy in it in general, which makes you then want to go out for a walk, and
yeah,
you build those habits automatically because you actually feel like you can. Um, yeah.
yeah. So what? Honestly, it's an amazing journey I've been on. So I'm going to take some viewers' questions because there's a few questions came in, and we can go back to some of mine. You switched off. I never switched you off. Can you
Me?
not hear? Oh, people say they can't hear you. Oh no, no, no. Oh, you switched. No, I switched you over because I
All
was looking.
right.
I was looking this way, so I want to pretend that I'm looking at you because the camera's here, but my screen's here.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Questions. So somebody's got a question. Okay. Question. Can you see the questions?
I don't think so. I'm also
All
not
right.
very
Okay.
good with technology, so
So with the Mounjaro price rises and people stockpiling pens, will Cloud allow people to switch uh, over if the gap between orders is long, but can evidence that they have been using MG the entire time? I
the
don't.
answer to that is yes.
Right. Okay.
As long as you're able to provide proof, and if you have bulk bought, it's best to keep the boxes so you have the labels and to show that actually you bought all those three at the same time. That's covered you for 3 months, for example. Show
Yeah.
that proof, and then we'll continue to support you in your journey.
Good. This one's from Craig. What is this? I think we've answered this
I
one.
think
What
I
is the
can see
record?
it on the
You
screen
see
now,
it?
actually. Yeah. What is the recommended weekly losses?
And how does it vary based on your starting weight? The more you weigh at the start, or the higher the weekly average?
Again, it varies person to person. Obviously, so if you look at the studies, with Mounjaro, I think it's something like 22. You lose 22% of your weight,
Okay.
and that can be over a year. It can be over 6 months. It really depends on the person. So it's just how your body reacts to it. So there's no set answer for anything like that.
Okay, this one's for Lorraine. If you stop losing weight, it is okay to take a week or two break, like having a reset, then go back on the dose you were on before, or do you have to go back to down to the 2.5? Oh, so that's a good question. So if you come off it for a period of time,
Yeah.
is it okay to go back to your original, or have to go back to 2.5?
So we have our policy is if you have had a 2 week gap, then you reduce by one dose. So if you're on the 7.5, you just go back down to five. If you have missed over a month, then we tend to restart you back on 2.5 or 5, depending on what dose you were on. So say you were on like the 10 or 12 milligram before, and you've had a month off, you can start back on the 5 milligram. If you've been on 7.5, then we tend to start you back on 2.5. But then again, if you've been on 7.5 for say 6 months, then we would start you back down on the 5 milligram. So again, it varies on how long people have been on it, how long the
Yeah.
gap is as well.
Okay. Jason says, with all the price increases, will we be seeing Cloud being competitive with other pharmacies?
I don't. So we don't really go with more. We don't
Yeah.
try to be very competitive. We try to keep it as affordable as possible for our patients. Now we get the best price based on obviously the cost of it and
Yeah.
everything else. And we just try to make it as affordable as possible for our patients.
Yeah.
So yeah.
He is a customer of yours.
Thank
Uh,
you.
Jason, thanks for the comment. Let's see if there's any more questions. All right. Okay. Here's one. I don't. This is one I don't. I'll put it up. But is it hard to get it through the NHS?
Yeah, there's a long waiting list for it on the NHS. They have a certain criteria to be able to even start it. So I think your BMI needs to be over 38, if I'm correct. I might
Right.
be saying the wrong information right now, but I think it's 38 that you need to be, and then you need to have other medical conditions to be able to get it via the NHS. I think they're slowly starting to try to get it out to people, but I think the wait list is quite long.
Yeah. I went to the doctors about it at the very start when I inquired about it. and they told me it's not rolled out in Scotland just yet. I don't know now, and there's not any doctors. They're still deciding who's going to like hand it out. In England, it's higher. The criteria is higher. Scotland was going to be different. Under some circumstances, people were getting it, but yeah, it's one of these things that you either wait a year, could be more, to get it through the NHS, or you budget that to, depending how much, if you want to start losing weight or not, or could you wait a year? Or it all depends. People are different. It all depends what like health reasons you need to change. And most of the people on Mounjaro have either health reasons, don't they?
Well,
I'm staying on the 2.5. I don't have a gallbladder, so my GP and I have discussed when it would be right to increase the dose. But for now, I'm happy with the progress on 2.5, and I'm losing 1 or 2 pounds a week. Congratulations,
that's
Jennifer.
great. That's amazing. Honestly, I would always recommend staying on the lowest sustainable dose. If 2.5 is working for you, you don't need to increase it until you feel like, okay, body's not really shifting anymore. I don't have that suppression anymore. But if it's working, that's great. And you do see that with a lot of people. I think at the start when Mounjaro first came out, people were thinking, okay, 2.5, let me go up to 5 milligram next month. Let me go up to 7.5 milligram next month. That's the only way it's going to work. But that's not the case. You should always allow your body to get used to it and build up as you need, as your body allows it to.
Fantastic question. Does cows support maintenance? I don't
We do.
understand that.
Yeah, so maintenance.
Explain that.
So we are actually one of the main maintenance pharmacies. So we supply Mounjaro up to a BMI of 19, 20 and above. That means if you have then come down to 23, we will support you in your journey. We will ask you probably we will have more regular conversations with you just to make sure that you're doing okay, you're not losing too much weight, and you're sustaining that BMI of between 20 to 23. And staying healthy, giving you advice, whatever needed, giving you the correct dose as well. But yeah, we absolutely support lifelong maintenance.
Oh, that's fantastic. Honestly, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
How does someone new get started on Mounjaro, and will it affect someone with asthma and high blood pressure? Well, I've got asthma, but it's a good question.
So no, it doesn't affect asthma. With high blood pressure, so it's actually got positive cardiovascular effects, which is why is one of the reasons people take Mounjaro. So it actually helps with your heart in general. So you've actually seen a lot of cases where people end up fixing any high blood pressure they have, which also comes with like weight loss as well, and they end up coming off their medicines down the line because their body's kind of fixed itself. So it's actually got really good cardiovascular properties.
Good. And just on the asthma section there, I've got asthma, and my asthma's improved because obviously my weight loss. So my breathing's got better. One of my biggest things was my breathing. I was going to the doctors about it. I was probably having a couple of attacks, and everything's just improved now. So my asthma's more controllable now because I'm losing weight. Physically, I can see I can see the difference when I'm walking and stuff, but I can't visually see it yet. I know people say I've lost, like, this is the first time we probably met you, so you'll probably not know the difference. But like, people who know me on my channel have seen my face get skinnier and like my body's shape will change a wee bit. For me, I don't see it because I look at myself every single day. I think when I start getting down, because my target's 17 for May. Right, I think I'll hit it. So I want to go to Florida, but I want to go on the ride. So if I set a target for May, to lose 17, get down to 17, then I'm happy. But I think we answered that. Google says, can you get on the NHS? You can, but it's a long waiting list.
Yeah, a long waiting list.
Yeah. Any more questions? Here's one. What happens if you move up to 15 mg and you start gaining weight?
So when you get to that point, it tends to be that your body's kind of, so like I said, in the studies, it's shown that you only lose about 22% of your body weight. Now you've probably reached that 22%, and it's more about sustaining the weight loss that you've achieved. And that's again through healthy lifestyle changes, and then finding other ways to kind of lose your weight, as in exercise, diet, all those kind of things. So we'll kind of support you in that way. You can stay on the 15 milligram for as long as you like, or reduce it. Some people might reduce it, just feel better about it. But yeah, it's more about lifestyle changes when it comes to a point where you're not losing any more weight.
Yes, fantastic. Another question here. Can I ask Cloud's stance on microdosing? As I know, pharmacists in other countries such as Australia suggest this is a treatment option. For instance, if a 5 mg isn't working but 7.5 is given nausea or something like that.
Yeah, nausea. So we don't support microdosing, and that's because it is off license. So we have to follow obviously the manufacturer guidelines, and we need to follow the prescribing guidelines as well. And microdosing is not one of those things that's been studied enough for us to be able to give that advice.
What about the golden goose that everybody talks about?
So that is there's obviously medicine at the end of each pen.
Yeah.
And some people use that thinking that's a golden dose, that's great. However, it's not actually a full dose. So it might not be, so say you've got a 5 milligram pen, it might not be the whole 5 milligram that you're getting into your body. So we don't recommend using that either.
Yeah. Obviously, it comes down to the safety. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like a lot of
absolutely.
people do that. I've not done it yet. I don't think that I could buy needles and do it myself and
Yeah,
put a whole different needle inside me. No, the needle thing took me a while to get used to be fair, but it's very, very simple to inject.
yeah.
And yeah, that's perfect. What's the sign up process?
So if you go on our website, all you do is fill out the questionnaire. You will have to upload a picture of yourself. And if you've, say, you've been on Mounjaro from another provider, you just have to provide proof of being with somebody else. Follow the process, and we will review it after you've completed it.
Yeah, it's a simple process, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really simple. Yeah, we do have a new website going live very soon. So
Okay.
this will all be changing, and it will be a lot more kind of user friendly. So this will be
Yeah.
going live very soon. So stay tuned.
And this is your current website just now that I'm on.
Yeah, that's our current website.
Tells you all the information you need. There's a lot of information on it, and it tells you obviously the delivery partners. Obviously, that comes delivered, so you order
Yeah.
and you get that delivery. What is the delay on the delivery just now? Can I ask?
There's no delay at the moment.
We're back to normal now.
Back to normal.
Back to
Yeah.
normal. That's very, very good. And obviously, you can sign in here. You were telling me earlier that I can go to this, sign in, and then I can download the letter for the holiday at any time.
Yeah. So it's on your dashboard. On the patient dashboard, there's a section
Yeah.
for GP notification, and
Yeah.
on that at the bottom it says you can use this letter for your airlines as well if you need to go abroad.
You also offer other things as well, not just weight loss.
Oh yeah.
You've got other services there, but main weight loss is kind of the most popular one just now.
Yeah.
And you got a 5-star review on Trustpilot.
That's great. I know.
18,000 reviews. That's a
18,000
lot.
reviews. Yeah.
That's a lot. Fantastic. Honestly, fantastic. There's a question that came up. What's the sign up process? See, regarding the photos, right? How
Mhm.
do you go based on photos, don't you, to approve someone?
We go based on photos. Yes. Yeah.
When you see someone not fitting that criteria, do you have to phone them to have a discussion with them, or do you have to reconfirm it? So someone who, because I see a lot of TikTok, Instagram of skinny
Yeah.
lassie on Mounjaro. How do they get, like, I'm not asking how they get, but how does that work with you guys? You know what I mean? How do you deal with that?
We tend to, so if someone, say if there's a picture and we don't really agree with
Yeah,
the BMI that's kind of been put on there, we'll ask for
yeah.
a picture of the scales to
Oh
see
yeah,
if that matches. And if that matches, then we'll obviously take it from there. And we'll usually also ask another prescriber's input.
yeah,
Um, so yeah, we kind of make our own professional judgment, and if someone's not eligible, then they get rejected and get their money
yeah.
back.
Okay. Does Cloud have payment plans or options such as PayPal, Pay and Free? This could help with price increases.
Yeah, so we have Klarna. check out, and you can just use the Klarna Pain 3, and that's not a problem at all.
Okay, brilliant. That's a good thing to have. I've never used it myself, but if you want to separate the payment, can it be purchased knowing one's already has gallstones?
So you actually shouldn't really be using Mounjaro if you have gallstones. So that's one of the contraindications for it. If you have gallstones, you're at a higher risk of getting pancreatitis, which is
Right.
one of the big side effects of Mounjaro. So we wouldn't prescribe it in that instance.
Okay. Um, do you give online support or just supply the in pens?
So we give online support. So we have pharmacists working 7 days a week till nighttime, basically. We so we have our customer service section, but we also have a clinical mailbox. Now,
Okay.
the clinical mailbox comes directly to the prescribers. Now, if there's any questions, or say a patient is having any issues, any side effects, with their weight loss journey in general, it tends to be on the clinical mailbox, and we answer that, and we speak to patients, and we also check in, to make sure that they are doing fine.
Fantastic. That's good support then. Always someone at the end of the phone. You were
Yeah.
obviously busy. I said this in a video that during the price increase, when everybody went mental,
Yeah,
I mean,
that was a
you were
difficult time for everyone.
yeah, that was crazy. Honestly, like I could. Do you think the popularity of Manjaro increased because of all the news coverage and all the press it was getting? Do you think like did you gain more like?
I wouldn't say the popularity increased. I actually think it probably decreased.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because obviously it's very disheartening when you've been on a medicine for so long, and for a lot of people, it's been absolutely life-changing. To then feel like it's not affordable anymore, which is what Eli Lilly could essentially kind of made people feel. Um, So I think there was a lot of bad press behind it,
Right.
because of this price hike.
It wasn't the 180% that people
No, no,
said it
no,
was gonna be, you know what I
no,
mean?
but,
Like
when you've been paying an amount for so long, for example, you go on ASOS and a
yeah,
T-shirt is £10 because it's in the sale, and then the next day you're like, "Oh, it's gone up to £20. I don't
yeah,
want that anymore. That's too much. That's so expensive." Um, just an random example. You just think to yourself, "Oh, I don't want that anymore. I can't afford that anymore." It's Any increase, be it £10, be it £20, be it £100, is significant when you are used to paying a certain amount for example,
yeah.
Mounjaro.
Lorraine said she was not with you, she was on the hold for 3 hours and then it cut off, and that
Wow.
was with Asda. So maybe it's time to change,
Maybe
Lorraine.
it is time to change, yeah.
Maybe it's time to change, definitely. You can change. The changing process is quite simple, isn't it?
Yeah, so
Like,
simple.
yeah, so simple. And obviously, you've got the support to guide you through it as well. You just apply, and then you'll probably get bombarded with loads of emails, which I have from
Mm,
Asda, because I started there with Asda, and they keep sending me emails all the time to reorder. But I'm guessing you just need to unsubscribe at some point.
yeah.
We've got a few more questions. Thank you for joining me tonight, by the way.
Oh, no problem. It's been lovely speaking to you.
I hope you're getting paid double time.
Hope you too.
uh, have we done the demand? How's the demand for? So a question was, but I think we answered this. How has the demand for Manjaro changed recently? But I think we answered that one.
Yeah.
What challenges do you face as a prescriber? Supply shortages, misuse, misinformation.
Well, gosh, that's a big question. There's obviously, I think every prescriber faces challenges.
Yeah,
Now, for example, misinformation that can easily happen. Sometimes people might not want to provide all the information to be able to get the treatment. Um, we wouldn't advise that, obviously, because we obviously want to make sure that the treatment that you're getting is as safe as possible. So we always recommend putting in all the correct information, just
yeah,
so that we can obviously keep you safe, keep you well, and make sure your journey goes well as well.
yeah,
But obviously, as prescribers, we always have to kind of keep an eye out for certain things. I won't share too much because obviously, sometimes people find loopholes around ways to get it, but it can be challenging for us.
Yeah.
Yes,
But you're on the ball. That's the main thing. On the
we
ball.
are.
On
Yeah.
the ball. How do you help patients prepare for life after they stop the medication? Now, that's a question I've not answered yet because I've only started mine. I'm not ending it just yet. But how do you prepare someone for coming off it?
So we need to set realistic expectations. People will regain some weight after stopping. So the main thing is building lasting lifestyle changes, lifestyle habits, that kind of thing. I always go back to lifestyle, but that is essentially the main thing. Making sure that you're meeting protein goals, having plenty of nutrients, staying hydrated, supporting like your muscle mass, going to the gym, whatever you can to kind of sustain all that you've achieved. Because you've worked hard, even with being on Mounjaro, you're working hard to get yourself to a place that you want to be at. So you want to maintain it for as long as you can. And we support that. So if that means giving you nutritional advice, then that's something we do as well.
Fantastic. Fantastic. And I think I'm out of messages now.
Actually, which is actually, there's one here. Someone wrote, I think Barry wrote, any advice on loose skin with weight loss?
Oh, there you go.
So that one is actually, that's a very good question. So main thing with loose skin is collagen. So when you're losing weight really fast, you can develop loose skin. Now you need to make sure, again, it goes back to protein and it goes back to collagen. And the protein building blocks tend to be like vitamin C, zinc, amino acids. You need to make sure you're getting all of those things. And if you are, the loose skin tends to be significantly less. So again, it's all about balanced diet, nutrition.
Yeah.
It's so important. Basically getting all the supplements that you need, but the collagen is the main one. And having all the protein that you need. So if you need to have a protein shake, then while you're on the Mounjaro, you should.
Protein shake. I'll keep that advice because I've obviously got a belly and I've got a wee bit of a drop that, I mean, I don't mind talking about it now. I'm not embarrassed, but it's got a wee bit more saggy, let's just say. And I want it to, even though I've lost weight, my belly's went down flatter. It's got a wee tiny wee bit droppier, and I need to try and find a way to undrop that. So I'm hoping the more weight I lose, it'll start to build up and start to go tighter.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
If it's protein
Make sure
shakes,
you're getting your supplements in, protein shakes, collagen, those are the main things. And as long as you're having that, you'll allow your body to, it's like it fills the elasticity and it kind of brings it back in.
Yep. So Barry says thanks for the advice. Thank you very much for coming on board, Barry. A couple of more questions, I think, and you're a very, very busy person. I know that, so thank you for coming on.
Not a problem.
What are your thoughts? I've done this one. What are your thoughts on possibly of a weight loss pill? Oh, right, okay.
Yes.
Well, can't really comment on that one now.
I can go into a little bit. So we work very closely with Eli Lilly. Now I know, if anybody is able to obtain the Reta at the moment, it won't be legitimate because it's not actually out yet. They're currently in the phase 3 of their trials. So they are aiming to get it out by early next year and possibly mid next year. It really depends on how the trials go. But it is meant to have a higher percentage in the clinical trials of weight loss. So it's another one that will be coming out. The only difference is it's going to have it's going to target 3 receptors. So it's going to target the glucagon receptor as well, which kind of works on the metabolism and that kind of thing. So that'll be a new one when it does come.
Yeah, I had a quick question. Are we expecting any more price increases in the future?
I hope not.
Hope not.
Absolutely hope not, but I don't think so. The price increase obviously came from with Eli Lilly wanting to balance the prices that they have all across the world, and the UK was where it was the lowest in price, so they had to kind of match it with everywhere else. So that is where that price hike came from, but I don't think there will be any more.
No, you can thank one person for that one. Yeah, I mean, the price for me is still affordable, but for a lot of people, it's unaffordable. That's why they swapped over. But I don't see the massive difference. The way I see it, and this is, I don't know if you could maybe correct me on this one. The way I see it is, if you go on Wegovy, Wegovy might take you longer than Mounjaro. So you might pay for an extra 2 months on Wegovy than steady. So it balances out over the. So if over a 2-year period, you
Yeah,
might
that's true.
you might be on Wegovy for 2.5 years, but you might only be on Mounjaro for 2 years, and it'll balance the money will balance itself out because you'll be paying more up for that 6 months. So
Yeah.
that's the way I see everything. Like,
That's a good way to see it. I always
aye,
just recommend using the drug that you find suits you the best. And like I said, if you can't, the higher doses are a lot more expensive, but if you feel like the lower doses do work for you and it's a lot more affordable and achievable, then stay on those. And if you want to move over to Wegovy, again, nothing wrong with that either. They both work. They both work really well. There's only a small percentage of difference in them on how they work on the body.
yeah.
And obviously the receptors and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's about what suits you, more than
All
anything.
right. Oh, sorry, I missed Barry's message. What is the best place to inject? Arm, stomach, the best results.
There's nowhere that necessarily says there's best results. Seen people who have injected in their arm and have felt like it's worked better. But then again, I've also seen people who have injected in their thigh and felt like it's worked better. So again, varies person to person. You might want to inject in your arm one day and your thigh and the next week. So again, it's you can switch it up sometimes and see what works best for you.
Yeah, sorry, a message came up. I had to read it quickly.
Love
um,
it.
so yeah, I've done my belly. I was alternating between left side and right side, and then last night I actually went first time on my leg, just my thigh, my top of my thigh,
Yeah,
just to see what the difference would be.
yeah.
Obviously I've got a wee excuse. It's not an excuse, guys. It's I'm going on holiday next week, and I don't want to change too much. I'm not changing too much of my diet, but I don't want to go out and buy lots of shopping. So I'm eating everything in the freezer, or probably not the best stuff. I've done that intolerance test.
Oh, did you do it?
Yeah, I've done it. Yeah, yeah.
Amazing.
So what
It's
was it?
it's great that the
Oh,
test.
I was intolerant 100%. Was it wheat? Was it wheat,
Uh-huh.
guys? So beer. Was it? Wasn't it wheat? Was it wheat? No, everything like with beet. Beer. Um, bread. Lots of things.
Oh, you don't realize how many things you're intolerant to. So we've obviously partnered with Biosensitive, where you get testing on any foods, any additives that you are intolerant to. And some people don't really realize that actually I'm having tomatoes and that's having an effect on me, or I'm having wheat and that's having an effect on me, and that essentially then has an effect on your weight gain.
Uh,
Um, so it's always it's good to know what you're intolerant to, because sometimes you can be like, oh, why am I not shifting the weight? And it could actually just be the foods that you're eating and they're just not sitting well with you.
Oh, honestly, I couldn't believe it. I've cut out a few. Hazelnut came up as well.
Yeah.
And I was like, really? Because obviously when I was eating chocolate, I didn't eat much chocolate now, but when I was eating chocolate, it was hazelnut chocolate. So that's good to know. But the bread one, like I like a sandwich.
I
And to,
know.
to cut out complete bread is very,
I
very
think
difficult.
you can have it in moderation rather than cutting
Yeah,
it out altogether.
yeah,
But then you'll kind of know the reasons why. Well, maybe my stomach's a little bit sore today, or I'm a little bit bloated today.
yeah.
And you'll know why. You'll know why it is.
So a couple of last questions. Can you see Cloud in the future doing reference codes?
Referral codes. I can't see us doing referral codes. Obviously, just because we want to remain very clinical. We don't want to make it all promotional.
Yeah,
We want us to be like a sustainable clinical pharmacy where we're giving patients the care that they need, rather than being about kind of that kind
yeah.
of thing.
But there was one email I got sent where you
Yes,
offered like customers customers that are still with Cloud, you
yes.
offered like £15 off or something like that.
Yes.
I can't,
We
but you
obviously
do,
understood
yeah,
that everybody was struggling with the whole price increase. So after the whole price increase came around, we gave everybody a £15 off code. So that would have been sent in all our patients' emails.
right. and I think this is going to be the last one. Are there any studies that show a link to GLP meds and mood changes?
So there's studies that show that it improves mood change, but there's also studies that show it decreases it. So it depends
Yeah.
on how you really see it. Sometimes when people are not feeling good about themselves, um, that if that affects your mood essentially. Now, when you're then on the Mounjaro, you'll feel a lot better about yourself. You'll feel your body changing. You'll see yourself changing, and your mood kind of gets better.
Yeah.
Whereas there is obviously some people who might react to it differently and feel like their mood gets worse. So there's no direct links, but it just is more about kind of how you're feeling.
Yeah. Well, that's fantastic. Honestly, having you on tonight, it's been a breath of fresh air.
Thanks for
Question,
having me.
all questions answered. Well, most of the questions answered.
Most questions answered
Um,
to the best we can.
obviously, you're a busy person, and
Okay.
if people are thinking about moving to Cloud Pharmacy, you can head to the website. It's a simple, easy process, and yeah, a lot of people do decide based on price. Let's be honest, right? If they can save this and that, obviously, Cloud, as far as I know, offer the best price based on how to support best, and that's why you don't do reference codes. Where a
No,
lot of people charge like 30% more, and then they'll give you
a
to
reference.
sign up.
That's
Aye,
exactly what they
just
do.
to sign up, and
Yeah,
then but you didn't realize that's just a one-time code, but they're
yeah.
making more of you by
In the
keeping you
long
there for
run.
10 months. In the long run, yeah. I think
We
as
just
does
want
with,
to keep the prices steady, and we want to
yeah,
give people a personalised care and give them guidance where they're needed. And that's where we make our service very patient focused, and that's what we want it to be about. Our patients making sure that they're getting the care they need and making sure their journey is as easy as possible. That's what's most important for us.
fantastic. Honestly, it's a pleasure to have you on tonight.
Thank you for
Um,
having me. And
t-
thank you.
t- aye, it's been a pleasure. Maybe speak again in the future.
Yes.
Tonight,
Yes.
I had a wee bit of technical difficulties as well, but it's been a fantastic night, and I'll let you go. Thank you for joining me, and we'll speak soon. Thank you.
Speak soon.
Say
Thank
bye,
you.
guys. Say, guys, thanks.
Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay, guys, that was excellent tonight, wasn't it? That was great tonight. Lots of questions. Thanks for the advice. Sue has said, fantastic. Yeah, it was good advice. We got there in the end. Just signed up to Cloud. There you go. There you go. Everybody saying thank you. Oh, she's a lovely lady. Lovely lady. Working hard. I couldn't do her job. You're welcome. You're welcome. So I will be leaving it there. It's been an incredible night. Just take a minute to hit that subscribe button and that thumbs up. Anybody watching on catch up, I'm going to cut it at the start and go straight for the interview, just for people watching it. So you won't see the start of the live because no one wants to see that. People want to know what the questions are. Wonder if they do an instant weight loss pen. Wonder if they do an instant weight loss pen. You're funny. Thanks again, Michael. Also, big thank you to work on the channel. Barry, not a problem. Carol, thank you very much. So I've got a video out, my weight loss journey. Go and watch that right now. So head over to my Mounjaro video if you've not seen it. I put it out at 5:30. Go and watch it, and then hit that hype button as well. I want everybody to head to that video and hit that hype button. It's like down the bottom with the subscribe button, the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up and hit the hype button on the video that I just done. Much appreciated. It's very, very important that you hit that hype button. I want to see what it does. It gives you points. I don't know if it's going to give you something off in the future, but yeah, incredible night. Thank you again to Cloud Pharmacy for coming on the channel tonight and talking about everything Mounjaro. So I hope it was helpful for everybody on the Mounjaro journey. A wee bit of information regarding what is happening in the weeks ahead. So next week I'll do a video. You'll see it Wednesday, and I will be on a plane, probably landing at that time. I think I get into Mexico about 5 o'clock, so it'll be live about, I don't know the time difference, but it will be live about probably 5:30 on the Wednesday, and then I'll do two Mounjaro videos over there. I'll do a couple of lives over there, so join me for that. It won't always be about Mounjaro. They'll probably be about the hotel, but we can talk about things. You can come on. Michael, is the photo you uploaded dressed or undressed? What photo? Is the photo you uploaded dressed or undressed? Still no hype on my phone. What's going on with this hype button? Great content. Thank you, Pan. Thank you very much, Greg says. Yeah, it's great to have her on tonight. I don't know what that means. So yeah, Sunday, very, very important video on Sunday, okay? I'm going to do a live premiere. I want everybody to come along, okay, on Sunday at 3 o'clock, maybe 2 o'clock, maybe 2 or 3 o'clock. It'll be a live premiere for Cloud. Oh, right. I do it undressed. It's better doing it undressed so they can see your body. You're talking about taking pictures, Robert. Yeah, do it undressed. Okay, don't be shy, buddy. Don't be shy. They're the only people that are going to see it. And to be fair, it's better to be honest. And they want to see a difference as well. I don't know if they keep it or see it in the future. I don't know, but that'll come up under the privacy policy. What was I going to say? Yeah, so Sunday, massive video. Okay, most of you know I went to Tenerife on Friday and for 2 nights. But there's a video of my travel day with a twist, and you can watch that on Sunday. It's going to be an excellent video. The following week, I'm at Siam Park. You can watch that as well. That won't be a live premiere, but it'll be a video for Siam Park, hopefully, the Sunday the week after, and get everything edited. And the week after that, I did break my camera. But that's another story. I will let you know. It's on the video. So, and then the week after that will be baked potato one, and another spud place that's open in Edinburgh. So time in Mexico Wednesday. What time is it in Mexico? Oh, it's 2 o'clock in Mexico right now. So that means I'll be in Mexico like when it's 6 o'clock. What time is it now? 9 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock in Mexico now. Really? That's crazy. That's crazy, guys. Honestly. Have a very helpful. Yes, it was very helpful. It was excellent. 2 seconds, guys. Right, I'll answer that in a minute. I'll answer that text. If you're watching, I know you're watching, I'll answer your text in a second. Right, guys. So, brilliant live tonight. It will be edited, so I can, because it's a live, I'll stick to the questions, but thank you. 2 seconds. Okay, sorry, I just had to listen to a message. Okay, so thank you again to Famida for coming on tonight. It was a pleasure to have you on. And from CloudPharmacy, we got everything I needed to talk about tonight. So that was excellent. So yeah, I'm going to do a live on Monday, I think. Monday night before I go on holiday, or maybe Tuesday. Nah, Monday, because I'm off to Glasgow on Wednesday morning for my flight to Mexico, which I will vlog in a our travel day. But you will see me. So watch my videos. 9 days in Corfu. Sorry, I need some water. I'm mumbling my words tonight for some reason. That's what I do. Mumbling my words for some reason. Oh, I think I'm just tired. Right, okay. Right, guys. I'm going to end the chat there. Thank you for joining me tonight. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. Thank you for joining me tonight. Go and watch my Mounjaro video. Tune into next week's video. Tune into Sunday's video. And love to all. Thank you for joining me and have a pleasant evening. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye. And thank you everybody on Facebook as well. All the people watching. Alan Fraser's on Facebook. Wonder the Windass is on Facebook. Guys, thanks for watching. Alan, enjoy your holiday. Have a beer on me. Right, guys, thanks for watching. See you soon.